Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel, and today we finally have some official details surrounding how Prestige Mode is going to work within Black Ops Cold War, and it's actually some pretty good news. The new system is pretty confusing, if I'm being entirely honest, but here today I'm going to attempt to break it down in the most simple way possible, so sit back, relax, and enjoy, and without any further ado, ladies and gentlemen, let's jump right into it. In Black Ops Cold War, we are going to have levels 1 through 55, just like in most Call of Duty games, right? Just like back with Modern Warfare 2019, once we hit level 55 and we have unlocked all the base weapons, the base perks, the base field upgrades, and the base equipment, and even score streaks, we have it all, right? And then we will never lose it again after hitting level 55 for the very first time. Now, after you hit level 55, your ranks are then going to be called season levels. This is where things start to get a little bit confusing. The very second you hit season level 1 within a given season, that is when you are going to enter your first prestige within Black Ops Cold War. Hitting season level 50 will be your second prestige, and once you do that, you're going to unlock an exclusive weapon blueprint, and then once you hit season level 100, that will be your third prestige. Now that's basically how the system is going to work during the quote-unquote pre-season before season 1 begins on December 10th. At the end of each season, and even at the end of the pre-season, your rank is going to go back to level 55, but you will still be earning progress towards your overall prestige mode. So hypothetically, if you hit prestige 3, otherwise known as season level 100 during the preseason, as soon as season 1 begins, you're going to go back to level 55, but you're still earning progress towards 4th prestige. With this new system, you're always going to be working towards a higher prestige, regardless of where you got to in the previous season. So again, hypothetically, let's say you only made it to season level 20 during the preseason. That means that right when season 1 begins, you're right back to where you were in terms of your prestige level, and all of your progress will continue working towards your second prestige. I know this is a bit confusing, but stick with me here. Actually, I have a diagram I'm going to show you guys towards the end of the video. Once season 1 begins, we're going to go back to level 55 like I mentioned, right? And all of your ranks are going to go towards your next prestige. And for hitting season level 50 during season 1, you're going to unlock a new prestige as well as an exclusive weapon blueprint. After that, you're going to unlock a new prestige at seasons level 100, 150, and 200. And what this basically means is between the preseason and season 1, 7 total prestiges will be available to unlock, but it doesn't end there. For hitting season level 200 within a given season, you're going to earn the title of Prestige Master for that season. And once you become a Prestige Master, your prestige level is going to change color, and you're going to be able to customize your prestige icons via the Prestige Shop. Now, how the Prestige Shop works is every 50 levels, or every prestige as it's known, you're going to unlock a prestige key, which can be used to unlock old school prestige icons from the previous Treyarch games. You can also use these prestige keys to purchase things like Battle Pass tier skips, which I guess is pretty neat, but the big thing here is after you hit Prestige Master within a given season, you then have 1,000 levels of Prestige Master to go through, with new rewards unlocking at every 50 levels. That sounds absolutely insane. Unless leveling is really fast in Black Ops Cold War, it would be insane for somebody to hit Prestige Master level 1000 during all 6 seasons of Black Ops Cold War, but my big question is, how are these 20 rewards going to work all throughout Prestige Master? Are they just going to be more prestige keys? And if so, will the Prestige Shop feature more than just prestige icons from old games and tier skips for the Battle Pass? Because I certainly do hope so. I feel like they should really lock exclusive camos, operators, and blueprints within the Prestige Shop, and then make it so people can only unlock those by actually getting to Prestige Master and using their prestige keys. That would be a really cool system, though as of right now, we don't know if that's how things are going to work. All that they've really confirmed so far is for hitting season level 50 within a given season, you're going to unlock an exclusive weapon blueprint, which I guess is cool, but I feel like if anything, you should get a weapon blueprint for just hitting prestige during a given season, and then get at least another one for hitting Prestige Master within a given season. That would definitely incentivize people to play a little bit more. And I will say about this system that I feel as though it's a big improvement over the system that we saw back in Modern Warfare 2019. They are bringing back seasonal challenges, for those who don't don't know, they will be coming back, and via these seasonal challenges, you can unlock 20 different calling cards for both multiplayer and zombies, which I suppose is pretty neat, and the system doesn't really seem to cap players as much as the old one did. Technically, you can still only earn a certain amount of prestiges per season, which in itself is a form of a level cap, but with 1,000 levels of Prestige Master, there's always going to be something for players to grind for. I think it would be even better if there were more rewards for grinding Prestige Master instead of just unlocking these prestige keys. Again, I feel as though there should be a lot more in the Prestige shop instead of just prestige icons and tier skips. We'll have to see how that plays out, but overall, this system definitely rewards players for grinding, which is a good thing, and eventually, if we get to Prestige Master every single season, we're going to eventually unlock every single prestige within the game, and there are going to be over 25 of them within Black Ops Cold War, so overall, the system itself does seem pretty good, at least in my own personal opinion. Now, keep in mind, this new ranking system is universal, so literally everything you do within the Black Ops Cold War multiplayer, within the Cold War Zombies mode, within Warzone Battle Royale, and even within Modern Warfare 2019 count towards your rank. So no matter how you play and what you do, you're always earning XP towards your prestiges, and you're always unlocking new icons and working towards the seasonal blueprint and working towards Prestige Master. That constant feeling of progression is something that I love within video games, and it looks like we're going to have that within Black Ops Cold War without any of the downsides of prestiging like we saw in previous games. Overall, this system is confusing as hell, but once you read over it a couple of times, it does begin to make a lot of sense, and hopefully I explained it somewhat well here in this video. And just to go ahead and try to give you guys one final example of how this works, actually I should have prepared for this, I didn't. Allow me to start capturing my screen here. So allow me to try to explain this with a fancy little diagram, right? So let's go for gray right here. Let's look at this as your initial 55 levels, right? This is going to be your initial 55 levels. I know that's not very straight, but whatever. So we have levels 1 through 55, right? That's going to be your initial progression within Black Ops Cold War. Then, as soon as you're done with that, once you go past level 55, you're going to be entering your seasonal levels, right? So as soon as you hit your first seasonal level during the preseason, that is going to be your first prestige, essentially. Let's go ahead and make a little line there, and we'll make a line over here, and then we're going to add some text. All right, so that is going to be Prestige 1. All right, and then after that, you go through your 50 levels, right? So you go through 50 levels here, and that is going to be your Prestige 2. And again, this is all during the preseason, so this is going to be Prestige 2. And then you're going to have another 50 levels, and that is going to be Prestige 3. Right, this is all during the preseason before Season 1 begins within Black Ops Cold War. Again, I know it's confusing, but I'm trying to make this as simple to understand as possible. Now, after you go all the way through your third prestige, you go through all your seasonal levels during the preseason, you are then going to hit what is called Prestige Master, right? This is all just going to be Prestige Master. We're going to go ahead and just put Prestige Master in there. During Prestige Master, you have 1,000 levels to go through, and every 50 levels of Prestige Master, you get what I presume is going to be another prestige key to use within the shop, and that's pretty much it. Your prestige icon is going to be able to be customized at Prestige Master. Your prestige level is going to change as well, which is nice. It's going to be red, I would assume, or they're going to change colors somehow, but that's going to be pretty neat. But that's all going to be during the preseason. What color can I use for this? We'll use black, I guess, and we're going to make this a square. I should not be here in Microsoft Paint, by the way, trying to explain how confusing this system is, but this is going to be the preseason, right? So we're going to put preseason. There you go. And then after that, we're going to have Season 1, and we're going to go ahead and just put this here. All right, so there's going to be Season 1 right here. We're even going to type this out right quick. So Season 1. So at Season 1, our rank is going to be reset. How exactly that's going to work, I don't know. We may be going back to level 55. We may be going back to level 1, but still have everything unlocked. I really don't know. No one really has any idea how that's going to work. But once Season 1 begins, we now have access to 4 more prestiges. And so if we're going through 50 levels, just like in the previous seasons, after going through 50 levels, we're going to hit Prestige 4. So let's go ahead and type that in, Prestige 4. And then we're going to do another 50 levels for Prestige 5, and then Prestige 6, and then Prestige 7. And then just like in the previous preseason, we're going to have Prestige Master at the very end. So basically that's how that's going to work there. We're just going to color that in for Prestige mode, or for Prestige Master rather, and then let's change this back to blue. This is so damn confusing. And yeah, so Prestige 5, and then Prestige 6, And this is going to be technically Prestige 7. There we go. And then that's going to be Master Prestige down there. I should probably change that color really quick. There we go. Get rid of that. Make that blue. There you go. Then after that, we're going to have Prestige Master once again. That's basically how the system is going to work. I know it's very confusing, and you're always going to make progress towards Prestige Master and your other prestiges, if that makes any sense. So hypothetically, like I said during the video, let's say you only make it to, we'll use red right here. Let's say you only make it to like right here during the preseason. That's okay, because even when Season 1 comes out, you're still going to be right there in terms of your prestige, right? And then you're going to keep on working this way towards going through all these different things. And every single season is going to be adding in 4 more prestiges. You're going to be getting exclusive weapon blueprints throughout the prestiges. And at Prestige Master of each season, there's going to be 1,000 levels there, and then you're going to be getting rewards at every 50 levels of Prestige Master. That's the simplest way I can explain it. Again, pretty confusing. I understand it, but it's really hard to explain to people, and I know some people are still going to be confused by this, but overall, it's a system that is going to reward players for constantly playing the game, and I'm a fan of that. There's going to be essentially a cap as to how many prestiges you can get per season, but with the level 1000 Prestige Master system, you're always going to be grinding towards something, which I think is a really cool thing, and hopefully they add more rewards for the Prestige Shop. I think that will actually be a very good thing, but we'll have to wait and see. We'll have to wait and see what it's going to be like when the game officially launches, which is in 1 week's time, ladies and gentlemen. But for right now, I'm going to wrap up this video. I hope you guys all enjoyed it. I want to say they did a good job trying to make this actually work with a seasonal system, but man, it would have been so much simpler just to have a normal prestige mode. Maybe even add more prestiges. Make it so there's 20 prestiges and then 1,000 levels of Prestige Master, and have that be it as compared to this stop and go kind of system. But in general, I think it works. In theory, it seems to work on paper, but we'll have to wait and see how it plays out when the game officially launches on November 13th. But ladies and gentlemen, I hope you guys will enjoy today's video. If you did, consider leaving a like. Thank you all so much for listening. Leave your thoughts and feedback down in the comments, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.